Greetings, I am the Soviet Warlord, and today I am bringing you another episode of Stakhanovs Builds Reloaded. Today we'll be covering the Tiberon Assault Rifle. The Tiberon is a Tenno constructed burst-fire assault rifle, an adaptation to the Latron. For usage requirements and resources, check the video description below. The Tiberon's base stats are fairly impressive: 15 impact damage, 30 puncture, and 15 slash. A fair, multifaceted weapon. Accuracy is rated at 33.3, but the Tiberon can put out 3 shots of a single burst on even distant targets very comfortably indeed. The Tiberon also has a 6.7 round per second fire rate, but the burst fire nature of this weapon makes this figure less important. With great power comes a very low magazine size of just 30 shots. Reloads on the slow side at 2.3 seconds, accuracy counts for even more. The recoil of the Tiberon is extremely low, so hitting enemies at long distance is not a problem at all. In this build we will be working on raw damage and minor utility. Since the Tiberon has very poor proc and critical chances, it makes sense to go for pure damage. We shall also emphasise its puncture skew. Bear in mind, to maximise this weapon's build here, you will require 5 Formas, including the polarity slot which comes on the Tiberon by default. Whether you invest this is entirely up to you. First off are 2 necessities, serration and split chamber, no arguments here. With high base damage, we want to focus it directly onto our enemy's health. Infected Clip does just this, sapping enemy health and cutting straight through any armoured buffer they may have. Combining this with Cryo rounds will make a very strong virus combination, an extremely potent element against Grineer units, adding an extra 75% as a bonus damage multiplier when employed against them. Further sticking to damaging their health directly, we elect Hellfire as our 5th choice. Fire damage also hits Grineer flesh exactly where it hurts. Both elements working in tandem completely bypass armour for a quick kill. With the high damage of the Tiberon, this can bring down targets very quickly indeed. This is also doubled up with Wildfire, and on top of stacking the extra fire damage, we get 6 additional shots per magazine while increasing your damage output. Extra bullets with a 30 round magazine is not something to say no to. Increasing your fire rate does very little to affect the Tiberon, so we elect Metal Auger instead of Shred. The ability to shoot through an additional meter of cover trumps any fire rate increase brought to you by Shred. Therefore Metal Auger makes a superior choice. Lastly, Magazine Warp adds 9 more shots to our clip for a total of 45 per magazine. This will make the reloads far less frequent. So that's the build, a mod setup designed to completely maximise your damage potential while ironing out one of the Tiberon's weaknesses. The Tiberon is an extremely powerful assault rifle with the ability to reach out accurately to incredible distances and put enemies down with reckless abandon. Employ it at choke points for even deadlier results. I am the Soviet Warlord, and this has been an episode of Stakhanovs Builds Reloaded. Feel free to rate, comment and subscribe. If you wish to know when your weapon is going to be featured on Stakhanovs Builds, please check the Facebook page. The link for this is in the description below, where you can find the schedule of all of the weapons that I plan to review. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and peace out.